Good evening and thanks for joining us. Welcome to Off Script on Lagos Television this Saturday, the 28th of April 2018. Welcome to the show Off Script, as a program designed to take you off the usual script, trends and happenings around us. And we didn't fall short of that last week as we talked about training the boys just like the girls. And we had wonderful, wonderful submissions from you and of course our guest in-house. We had Segun Lawal of the Spirit of David and of course Olubukola Obisoya of the Train the Boys movement. And we had wonderful, wonderful submissions from you. I'll bring you some of them later on the show. And of course, you can keep the conversations ongoing on our social media platforms. You can go on to at LTV Social, hashtag Offscript LTV. You can all go on to our Facebook page too, Lagos Television or Offscript LTV, hashtag LTV. You can also go on to our Twitter handle, at Offscript LTV, and of course, same for Instagram. Okay, I talked about the submissions we had from you last week, and we take a couple of them right now. All right, this one says, parents should be their children's role models. You can't give what you don't have. A home without the basic structure will certainly raise social misfits. Thank you very much. We'll implore you to always put your name and where you're sending the messages from so we can acknowledge you properly. Okay, another one says, girl child should not be treated as doormats. They be treated with respect. The boys should be taught how to cook and clean so they will not give so much headache to their wives. Very, very important. Thanks for that submission. And the final one we are going to take today is parents should be conscious of the trainings of they give to their child, irrespective of gender. Both child, that's the male child and the girl child, should be trained on domestic chores. Children should be nurtured first for better tomorrow, then on gender basis. Thank you so much for those submissions. You can still continue the conversations on our social media platform, especially on our topic for today. But right now, we'll be taking off grams for this week. I am Adetola Kayode. Welcome to the show. It's Off Script, and it's all about you. Please stay with us.
This week on Off Grams, Instagram user at Captain Arinza says, my colleague's fiancé was making an equivalent of 850,000 naira in the UK monthly. But because of love, she came back to Nigeria. The first job she got paid 27,000 naira monthly with 1,000 naira deduction anytime she's late to work. She's on her way back to the UK. They will love from a distance. Here are some responses. At Genster_XO feels the lady is not smart enough. I thought ladies were smarter than this. Why would you leave a good job, sacrifice your dreams just to be with a man that would cheat on you last? At King #the tag as an advice for the affected lady, she should hurry before HR finds out and deduct 2,000 naira for attempting to leave the country after resigning. Trust Nigerians, the village people were not left out of this. At TuneX Yoba says, thank God, eventually our village people are put to shame. The next one, Instagram user at Iam_Isla says, today a plantain chips seller reached in through our car window to knock my head. Just because I changed my mind about buying it. Wow, that's something. At Adiola_online store, I don't blame him. You don't know whether that's the only one he would have sold to eat, at least after making him run. Chai, you just gotta love Nigerians. At Base Chancellor says, can I be connected to that plantain seller? He or she deserves some accolades, especially now that accolades is raining. At official_Sandy Lopez, inside this kind hot sun, you dey change mind. You lucky say no be better slap than try land you. And finally, Instagram user at melb_map ask a thought-provoking question. She says, as a graduate, would you work as someone's house help for 900,000 naira? Check out the responses. Trust me, Nigerians are savage in this. At bat_boy_. After spending 5 years in school, plus 1 year strike, graduated with a 2.1 in civil engineering, plus 1 year NYSC, you think I'll downgrade myself that low to be a house help? Done right. I will. At org_collections 552 says no big deal in taking the job. She says, something that we have been doing from birth without pay. I beg, Where can I apply safe? At IamI_Sunny has a different opinion from others. He says, God forbid, with the stress school gave me, I will not waste my money and time. Instead, I will look for a job I love, which is film making, or work in the line of my course. What about you? Would you take the job or not? That's how much we can take on Off Grams this week.
Well, thank you for staying tuned. You're still watching Off Script on Lagos Television. That's Off Grams. If you find something interesting on the internet, you can still send to us on our social media platforms, and of course, we'll project it and let other people share in the thoughts, your thoughts, something that can also teach and at the same time entertain the general public. Okay, today on the program, we'll be taking a look at privacy in marriage and relationships. To what extent should there be a place for privacy at all in any kind of relationship, and to what extent? That was what we'll be taking a look at on the program today. And in-house, I have Olubusola Olufemi, popularly known as Dr. O. She's a counselor, a health and relationship coach. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay. I know privacy, should it even come up in any kind of relation? Don't let me say any kind of relationship. In a relationship heading for the altar or in marriages.
Okay. I mean,
should it come up at all? Should there be a place for privacy?
When you're married, let's start from being married. There's no privacy between the husband and the wife. And if you're in a good relationship, heading towards marriage, what is privacy? You both intend to get married. Why should there be privacy? The privacy should be from strangers. So anyone outside of the two of you are strangers.
But for some people, they say, oh, I don't want to hurt him or her. So there's an extent to what he should know or she should know.
From my own point of view and from my experience, I've been a counselor for 17 years. It's never, ever a good thing to hide from your partner. When you do, you're just saving the problem for later days. So I always tell when I'm doing premarital counseling, just come out straight. If he loves you or if she loves you, then she knows and he knows. Why do you need to hide? Why do you need to hide? You're supposed to be open, nakedness, in Genesis, if you're a Christian. They were both naked and they were not ashamed. So if you can be ashamed of anything and want to hide from your partner, what's the point of going into the marriage? That's my own point of view.
And that nakedness is not talking about physical nakedness.
No, it's not physical. It's about being open to each other. You open your heart to each other.
So there should be no limits. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's no limit. There should be no limit. If I have to hide anything from you, I don't have to be with you.
But then if there's something you know that, okay, maybe your partner will not be happy about, how do you go about it?
These days we go into marriages of convenience. So a lot of people hide things. But if we're going to do it the way it's supposed to be done, marriage is an institution created by God. We're supposed to be naked to each other. Why do you need to hide? We have our past, he has his own, I have mine. If you cannot tolerate or embrace me for who I am, why should I be with you? Or why do you want to be with me? What is the reason for you to want to be with me? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, for somebody watching, in their homes, in their relationship, the phone is off limit, the tab,
I know.
the laptop, everything is off limit. How do you handle that?
How do I handle that? I mean, it's not surprising. That is a lot of problem for most homes. I got a call. Oh, what's the reason for this? She touched my phone. He touched my phone. That's actually a big problem and issue. And the thing is, I always tell couples, if he cannot get to your phone, what are you hiding? If you're not hiding anything, you don't need to password from your husband or from your wife. Definitely you're hiding something. And if you're hiding something, you have secrets in your marriage, it's not going to work. That's how it's going to be conflict. I don't waste my time in counseling. There are certain things you're supposed to do. If you don't do it, I don't care how much you're going to pay me. I don't want to waste my time. You still have a password that your partner cannot access. I don't know what counseling or coaching I want to give you. That issue is still going to be there and will bring problem all the time. So let it go. What are you hiding? And we always have something to hide. People always have something to hide. There's no way you can password your phone from your partner and you want to have peace. There's never going to be peace in that marriage or in that home or in that relationship. Never.
But it also boils down to accounts. You know,
Oh, yes.
Earnings.
I mean, when you in relationship with someone, either marriage or you just in relationship, you are accountable to the next person, to the other person. So if that person cannot be accountable to you, why are you together? I ask that question a lot. Why are you together? Why are you with him? Why are you with her? What are you doing together?
Okay. Okay, for somebody who's who has a difficulty in passing, he loves her,
Yes.
and there's something also that he doesn't want to share,
Yes.
but he still loves her. Should he, because of that, drop the relationship or go ahead and
It still boils down to what could be so big that you should be hiding from your partner. If you have anything, because I know, and the craziest thing that I always tell people is, how can you hide from your partner that you have a child? For me, it's a sin. I always say it's a sin for me. That's a old child. Why should you hide? Or because he may not want to marry me, or because she may not want to marry me. If you cannot accept me and my seed, I don't need to be with you. You don't have to be with me. So I don't know what could be so big for him to hide from me. Definitely, I always believe secrets, there are some secrets you cannot carry to your grave. It will come out, and when it comes out, you're surprised. Especially with this internet age that we have, you can hardly hide anything. Somebody from your past, someone from your family will just show up one day like, here I am. What are you going to do about it? You know, I don't believe in, oh, I don't want her to hear this, but I love her. If you love her, bear it down, bear it all down for him or for her. Then she can choose if she still wants you or not. If she doesn't, he or he is probably not meant for you.
But some people say what you don't know can't hurt you.
Yeah.
So keeping it back?
For me, I always tell people, don't bother to hide it. Let him go if he wants to go. Let her go if he wants to go. Okay, I had a couple 25 years after. Something came up. He walked away because that was like, you are a murderer. For you to hide this for me for 25 years.
Wow.
And this is internet, like I just said. She never knew this could come out. He divorced her based on that. 25 years of marriage. They're in their late 50s, you know. It's always midlife crisis. No, he said, you know what, I trusted you with my life. And this tiny thing, you should have told me. It would have been my decision to say, yes, I want to marry him. I love you, but right now I don't even know who you are. Because I believe it's been lies for 25 years.
Okay, you can still be part of our discussion today by calling 0812-539-4414. 0812-539-4414 is the number to call. You can also go onto our social media platforms and send messages to 08055213149. 08055213149 is the number to send your message. And of course, go on to our social media platforms at Offscript LTV. We'll take a very, very short break and we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
You're watching Off Script on Lagos Television doesn't have to end here. We can continue the conversations online.
Okay, we take a few reactions from Facebook posts. We have this post from Quadri Adelawa.
Off script, it's all about you. Your watching Off Script on Lagos Television doesn't have to end here. We can continue the conversations online.
Okay, we take a few reactions from Facebook posts. We have this post from Quadri Adelawa.
Off script, it's all about you.
Thank you for staying tuned. You're still watching Off Script on Lagos Television, and on the show today we're talking privacy in relationships and marriages. To what extent is there any place for privacy in any kind of relationship? And we have in-house Olubusola Olufemi, who's a relationship coach and a counselor. And of course online right now we have Adeshina Okerinde, who's also a relationship coach. Okay, Adeshina, good evening. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Good
Hi,
evening.
can you hear me?
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. Can you hear me clearly?
Thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you. All right, for you, do you subscribe to having privacy in relationships?
Absolutely, yes. I agree with privacy in relationship. Every adult deserves to have their own mind. Deserves to have the opportunity to do things the way they want to. Privacy in marriage basically just means mutual respect. The fact that we're married doesn't mean we should be crowding each other's space. You should be able to give your spouse the opportunity to do things the way they want to, the way they like to, within the context of the marriage, which is very, very important. That phrase, within the context of the marriage. I mean, the fact that you are married doesn't mean that you just have to barge into people's phones.
People's, you said people's phones. You said people's phones. This is your partner. Olubusola here says no, there's no need for privacy, you know, because you should come naked in a relationship.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, you should come naked. Yeah, definitely you are even automatically naked once you say I do. But one thing we also have to realize is that you have to allow people to be themselves. You have to allow people to be themselves. I think the most important question to ask is not really the privacy, but the motive
Secrecy.
between the privacy.
The
Why
what?
do you want to check the motive?
Okay, motive.
The
Okay.
reason behind the privacy. What I've learned from people is this: the mistake we make mostly is that if I'm given the opportunity to reference the Bible, if you go to I think 1 Peter 3:7-8, you say that it talks about knowing your wife according to knowledge, dwelling with your wife according to knowledge, and I will extend that to the wife too, dwelling with your husband according to knowledge. The mistake most of us make is that we don't know our spouses. We investigate them. There's a difference between dwelling with someone with knowledge and investigating people. When you dwell with someone with knowledge, you want to know what makes her happy, you want to know the color of shoe that she likes, you want to know her shoe size, you want to know what kind of job she likes to do that give her peace of mind, you want to know the kind of environment So if I want to check my wife's phone, that should be what should be in my mind while going into a phone. I want to know what are the things that I need to do to
Okay.
give her a peaceful marriage, to give her a fulfilling life. But the mistake most of us make is that we go to our spouse's phone things with the intention to investigate them. We already have a
Maybe the partner just gave a reason to.
That's a trust issue.
Yeah. Maybe the partner gave an issue, gave a reason, to start doubting or checking.
Before you can start snooping into
Into-
somebody's phone, that means you have a reason to go in there to snoop on her. You have trust issue with her. If you trust your partner, why do you have to snoop around? She or he has to give you a reason to want to do that. Then you'll be like, okay, let me go check. But you just going checking, why? So we have to establish trust. And what is trust? What is privacy? What is secrecy? You understand? There are three different things. So are we supposed to have privacy in marriage? That's a question. Are we supposed to have secrets in marriage? That's a question. How are we supposed to trust each other? That's another question. You understand what I'm saying? So if you trust your partner, why do you need to be going into her phone or his phone? If my husband's phone is sleeping here, I don't care unless he asks me to go check something.
Okay.
That's a very key point.
Okay.
Trust is when if you trust someone, you won't have to be investigating them. But instead, there are ways you handle issues that you give people the opportunity to lie to you. If all my wife does is trying to check my phone, trying to do this, then she has given me the opportunity to lie to her if I want to. But if I know that you trust me, because it is a two-way road, I have to be trustworthy myself, and my spouse have to trust me. If either of the parties is deficient in this, then there's going to be a problem. If I'm trustworthy and you don't trust me, you are going to give me a problem. You are going to make me to want to hide things from you, because not because I want to hide it from you, because I want to cheat or because I want to hurt you, but because when giving you an information when I know that you are going to use it against me. That is why I mentioned investigation and knowledge. I can go on Facebook now and like people's posts, but if my wife wants to use it against me, then she will say, why do you love that this particular girl's picture? Why did you comment on her picture? Why did you say she's beautiful? That is investigation. Someone made a comment. Someone said that you can't drive 5,000 miles without breaking some traffic laws.
Be ready for few tickets then.
Huh?
I said be ready for a few tickets. Okay, you didn't get that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So you can't drive 5,000 miles without breaking some traffic laws. Maybe you overspeed, maybe you tag, maybe you do something crazy that if the police will stop you, they're going to probably fine you or put you in jail. So if my wife starts investigating me, starts crowding my privacy, she would definitely find something to crucify me for.
I'm still trying to get the crowding thing you're talking about. What do you think?
Okay, what I'm saying,
okay.
What I'm saying is, I mentioned investigation, and I'm going to view my point on that because I know that is a major error that we commit. Nobody is going to check his husband or his wife's phone just because you want to check. You already have something in mind. That's the reason why you are checking it. You are checking with the purpose that he or she is cheating. You're just looking for an evidence to
evidence to prove.
And you are not checking because you put a phone down, you just want to take a picture.
Just need a proof.
You know where you are going. You're just looking for something to just. So what I'm trying to say is that what you are looking for might not actually be what you thought it is. It might just be an honest comment. It might just be an innocent lie. But because you've already have the mind, you do not trust your spouse. you already have the mindset that the person is cheating on you. The moment you see the traces of what you are looking for, then you conclude that, yes, this is what I'm looking for. So in that situation, you've given your spouse the opportunity to not give you free access.
Maybe because some comments are not that innocent.
There are
Additional.
different kind of information to different kind of people. Hello?
Yeah, I said maybe some comments are not that innocent.
That is a problem. That is where trust.
Trust.
That is where trust
Okay.
comes into play.
Okay.
If you know your spouse, you've been with him 20, 10 years, you haven't seen any traces of cheating with him or her. I think for some reason, even if he's mad with his cheating, he or she deserves some respect for that. Like if they're with someone for that donkey years and you haven't caught him once or twice, he deserves some, let me use some accolades.
Okay.
He deserves it. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And with that, you also need to give him some space to let give our spouses the opportunity to be themselves. Then you can easily see the true picture of who you've married. But if you are if you go to work, you are on the phone checking, maybe another lady is with him. She goes to the mall. You are all over her. That means you don't trust her. That means you've already given the person the opportunity to cheat on you.
Okay. Let me just get this.
Cheat on you and you can't catch me. I'll just tell you, well, you are expecting it before anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there should be room for privacy. We should allow adults to be adults.
Should we allow spouses to be themselves?
Definitely, we're individuals. We're individuals. I understand what he's trying to say, but that's why I said we need to clarify what is privacy. Because if my husband walks in now like, I need my privacy, I'll probably tell him to go get another wife. If we live together as husband and wife, what are you talking about privacy? You understand? We need to respect.
Okay.
Respect is not privacy. It shouldn't be privacy. Because there are certain things you say in counseling that you will confuse the client.
Okay, respect and
Respect.
privacy. Okay, additional, let me get a last word from you on that. You know, on your final take on privacy, respect, secrets in marriage. Just few seconds.
Okay, there's a difference in privacy and secrets. Privacy it means I can put my phone down. I can give you the password to my phone, but you do not have the right to go back behind me and be checking my phone. I can give you my credit card, my debit card, but courtesy deserves that before you spend any money or maybe you spend it out of emergency, courtesy demand that you should let me know what you've done. That is privacy. Secret in marriage is no matter what you do, I'm hiding something from you. I'm not going to let you know. And somebody said secret is a delayed news. One way or the other, whatever we put as secret, if people are still going to know it one way or the other. It's just a matter of time. Then when I know it, I'm going to be disappointed that you hide this thing from me. But privacy is, do you actually need this? You don't need it. I'm not asking you, but I just want to sleep now. So let me sleep. I just want to play with my phone now. Let me play with my phone. That is privacy. Let me just be myself. Let me just be an adult. So it's only people with insecurity that crowd into people's privacy.
Okay.
And when you feel when you are not really secure in the relationship, that is when you want to know everything that your spouse.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, additional. Thank you.
So the most important thing here is number one, for the one encroaching other people's privacy, try and trust the person.
I have a problem with that
one.
one.
Yeah, I know.
Try and don't give the opportunity for people to doubt you.
Okay.
So the moment you give your spouse the opportunity to doubt you,
that's the reason in the first
have
place.
privacy again.
Okay. Thank you so much, Additional, for joining us on the program today. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining us on the program today. Thank you, Additional. Okay, all right.
Network issue.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being a part of the show. That was additional caring, the relationship coach, giving his thoughts on that. And you can also be part of the discussion today by calling on 0812-539-4414. 0812-539-4414 is the number to call. Let's share your thoughts on privacy, secrets, and respect. Should there be mutual respect? But when it comes to privacy, what's your take on it? Share with us 0812-539-4414. We'll send your messages to 08055213149. 552-13149 is the number to send your messages to. Okay, you said you had an issue with encroaching on other people's privacy in relationship.
In relationship, especially in marriage. That's why I said we need to clarify and define relationship, the privacy, because I have a problem with that word privacy. You don't have a privacy code in marriage. When you respect each other, you have to have mutual respect for each other, and you have to trust each other. When you trust each other and you don't give your partner reason to suspect you, if you're not cheating on her or you're not cheating, because sometimes you're the one cheating and you think, oh, she's doing the same thing or he's doing the same thing, let me go snoop around, let me see what is going on with her or what is going on with him. If you have trust for each other and you have mutual respect for each other, trust me, you will not have any issue with privacy. That's no reason for you to be snooping around. What is privacy? The two shall become one. Whatever privacy should be.
Okay, we have a call. Yes, hello. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, I can hear you.
Okay, great. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Amaka. I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, Amaka, thanks for joining us. What's your take?
I love this topic about marriage and friendship.
Thank you.
And what I have to say is that I want everybody to understand that marriage is not something that you can see.
Go ahead. Amaka.
Marriage is not a cup of the water of a day.
Okay.
So before we get into marriage, I think we have to know ourselves the more. I think we have to have the knowledge and ask God to give us the wisdom to cope in marriage. No matter what we see there, we have the wisdom of God to coach, to gather it. Because if you enter into marriage, it's not something you can just drop. But when you have the wisdom of God in you, and you have the knowledge there, no matter what you see in 5 years coming, or 10 years coming, you'll be able to stand.
Okay.
So I think that we are talking of this marriage issue. I'm not married, I'm single, but I love listening to this type of topic.
Thank you.
Because we are planning for tomorrow.
Thank you, Amaka.
So I want to tell my brothers and sisters that is in marriage now or that is building their family now. No matter what you see there, I want you to take it as it's your own duty.
Okay. Okay.
Your wife will say that this thing I've done it in the past, I have a child in the past, and she refuses to tell you. And the next 10 years, you notice it. If you have the Spirit of God in you, you will be able to cool down your mind, not to separate. Because the Bible said it that a man will leave his father and mother and have his own family.
Okay, thank you, Amaka.
When you separate now, what are you going to gain from it? So I want to tell us that also some people now.
Thank you, Amaka.
Every time they are looking at their husband, they want to see the fault of the man.
Okay, Amaka.
They want to see the fault of the woman.
Amaka, thank you. We get your point. Please let other people call. Thank you, Amaka. Thank you, Amaka. Let other people call. We get your point. Whatever you see in the marriage, as a relationship coach, do you subscribe to that? Whatever you see in your marriage, just take it hook, like in a singer.
She's talking about being patient, but there are certain things. What is your tolerance level? She said if you discover 10 years after marriage that your wife or your husband has a child that they didn't tell you about, she said just stay there. You don't just stay in a marriage. You need to come to the table and, I mean, for
Talk
you
about
to lie to me, because that's a lie.
A big one.
That's a big one, a whole child. You know, I have zero tolerance for that. How could you lie about your own child? Just let's continue. It's not the solution. Sit down, because that marriage, that trust is already damaged. So you both need to come to a point of, okay, this is what happened. This is why you need to work on yourself, because that man is never going to be the same again in that marriage. That woman is never going to be the same again in that marriage. We need therapy. We need counseling. You cannot just come in and say, oh, I have a child before we got married, and we've been married for 10 years, and you want me to continue and flow like we used to do? You breaking trust. That's why she will go and snoop into your phone and see what other
What
things
more?
is he hiding. That's why he would go and be snooping around. What other things is she hiding? You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
We just bring issues out
With
such things to follow.
All right. Do we have another call? Hello? Hello, good evening. Hello? Okay, you can still call back. It's 0812-539-4414. And the number you're calling, 552-13149, is the number you need to send messages to. We'll rather take your messages on that number, 08055213149, or call 0812-539-4414, or at LTV. Offscript LTV is our Twitter handle and Instagram handle. You can drop messages on those ones too. Okay, for example, if you have somebody, a spouse or partner going about, shielding the phone, taking calls outside where you are, what should you do? Should you be patient about it, or what steps should you take?
I don't believe in saying things and keeping quiet. It's never going to help the relationship or the marriage. Why? What are you hiding? If you have to go pick we had a hangout last week, and one of the speakers said, always ask the reason why. And I said, there's always a why after the why. For you to leave the table and go pick a call means you don't want me to hear or listen to your conversation. Business, and your wife doesn't know about your business. So whatever you cannot stand there or sit there and listen to or call, it means you're hiding something. You're giving her reasons, or you're giving him reasons to start suspecting you. Definitely.
Okay. For singles, what do you have to say?
For singles, I just finished a singles class in my group. I just started this singles class. I think we need counseling, coaching. We need that premarital counseling. That's if you have a partner. But before you have that partner, you need to have some teachings yourself. Singles, I don't know what is going on with the church. I complain about churches a lot because I don't see what they are doing. It doesn't have to be revival all the time. Organize singles class. Teach them. Bring professionals to teach them. Some things that happens in marriages are things that they're supposed to have known or dealt
way
with.
back.
I mean, it was just a 6-week class that we had. It was in-depth because we need to know the truth. Things to look out for, what to ask, questions to ask. I coach my client to ask questions. If it's not going to answer you, keep asking him, what are you hiding? Ask questions. It will save you tons of troubles in that marriage.
Okay, ask questions and it will save you tons and tons of troubles. Okay, thank you so much for coming on to the show and sharing your thoughts with us on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And of course, thank you to Additional Okering Day too. Thank you for lending your thoughts on this issue today. I'm sure this is not the last of this because it's an ongoing issue. All right, thank you for being a part of the show today. It's Off Script on Lagos Television. Next week, we'll be coming here so sharp with issues, and events happening around us, taking you off the script because it's off script and it's all about you. You can keep the conversations going on our social media platforms, and of course you can still send your messages and we'll take the feedback next week. Thank you for being a part of it. I am Adetola Kayode, telling you that if everyone around you is doing something wrong, ensure you're doing the right thing. Have a great Saturday and of course Sunday.